What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Tuck, Cowboys up. Even though I'm Jayhawked out, man. I'm a Kansas Jayhawk, man. I'm a Kansas Jayhawk, man. Rock chalk. But yo, since the first time since 1989. 1989. I actually got a birthday on Sunday, and at the time in 1989, I was only 5 years old. I was only 5. But there'll be no Dallas Cowboys players selected to the All-Pro team. And personally, there's no Dallas Cowboy player that really deserved to be an All-Pro this season. I mean, if you want to give it to somebody, you would have to give it to maybe DeMarcus Lawrence, kinda, maybe Amari Cooper. And the reason why we really didn't have any All-Pros, let's be honest, because our offensive linemen were hurt. If Zach Martin was fully healthy this season, he's a first-team All-Pro easily. It's an easy All-Pro. And we've been getting a lot of those easy All-Pro picks for so long because it's either Tyron Smith or Travis Frederick or Zach Martin. Like, those were kind of the easy guys. They're going to be an All-Pro. But for the first time since 1989, no Dallas Cowboys player had made the All-Pro team. So maybe that'll be some motivation to light a fire on this team. Like, hey, you guys really didn't earn much last year. I mean, the Pro Bowl, we saw what the Pro Bowl was doing, All-Pro selections. Like, you guys were overlooked by your NFL peers, man, and compared to a lot of your peers, man. So maybe you guys need to get your together. Get you together. Now, I want to talk about Mike McCarthy. So Mike McCarthy went on 105.3 The Fan with RJ Choppy and Shan. Shouts out to my guys, man, and did pretty much his exit interview. And he had some interesting things to say, and especially when it comes to Mike Nolan. And I know a lot of Cowboys fans, self-included, we are ready to move on from Mike Nolan. But it sounds like, y'all, Mike Nolan is safe. It sounds like the man is safe. And I quote, this is what Mike McCarthy had to say this morning about moving on. So the question was asked, have you decided if Mike Nolan will be returning this season? And I quote, this is not Jay Tuck just speaking out of his mouth. This is, I quote, that's what we're working on. We're working on all the coaches, frankly. That's what this process is about. You got to take the emotion out of the disappointment of what 6-10 is. It's important to put everything on the table. It's the same process. I've done this every year as a head coach, and I think you have to do it this way. So we have to revert back to when Jerry Jones had his exit interview the other day. He took the bullet. Jerry Jones, I repeat, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, took the bullet from Mike Nolan. And once you get Jerry Jones to jump in and take the blame for you, bruh, you are safe. You're just safe. That's just the way it is. And so if it's really coming down to Jerry Jones trusting Mike McCarthy to make the decision when it comes to Mike Nolan, it's one of Mike McCarthy's friends. It was a coach that hired him. They have a relationship. So I really feel like, y'all, if I had to put money on the table, Mike Nolan will be the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys in the 2021 season, because I feel like what he's going to get is the COVID pass. And Mike McCarthy also has some few things to say about COVID or whatnot that a lot of people are disagreeing about on Twitter. But I feel like Mike Nolan will get the COVID pass. And what's going to happen is the Dallas Cowboys are wanting to bring him back in, give him a full off season, give him a full training camp, give him preseason, let him bring in some of his guys and fully implement this multiple defense strategy that he wanted to bring in. And I feel like that's what they're going to do. Now, if things tend to slide and resemble what we've seen this past season, the first 3 to 4 games and the defense is still getting the ball ran down their throat, I think that's when Jerry Jones will make the call and be like, all right, nah, we moving on. But I feel like for the most part, Mike McCarthy self-included, I think Mike Nolan is going to get that COVID pass and be able to say, you know what, it was a difficult offseason. Even Mike McCarthy said, when we were asked about, becoming the Dallas Cowboys head coach, he said, coming into these circumstances with COVID, he thought about it, did he make the right decision or whatnot? And a lot of people say, oh, that was just in jest, Tuck. You're too hard on Mike McCarthy. But you have to really start to listen to what a man says, because a lot of people say the truth in laughter. That's when the truth really comes out. If it comes through text, he put LOL behind it. Like, you said the truth, put LOL, it's perfectly fine. But if you go back to when Mike McCarthy had to say, you know what, I didn't watch all that film. I just did that to get the job. And then you see the decisions that were made this season, you start to sit back and say, as my guy Law Nation, Big Game James, and Skywalker said, you lied to kick it. You lied to kick it, bro. You lied to kick it, Mike McCarthy. And so when he's saying that he thought about it, it was in his head a few times, possibly about did he make the right decision to return back to coaching with everything going on. You have to sit back and think, I think that man's telling the truth. I think that man's telling the truth. Now, what Mike McCarthy did speak on was Dak Prescott. He was asked a question about Dak Prescott. And said the question was, is it a fair assessment to say you wouldn't have come to Dallas if you didn't believe in Dak Prescott? And he said that's definitely accurate. Dak was a big part of my interest to come here. Now having a chance to work with him personally, I'm very excited about the future with Dak Prescott. Hopefully we can get the contract situation resolved. He's everything I thought he would be, and I'm excited moving forward with him. Now, how much will that actually go into play when it comes to Steven and Jerry Jones? I don't know, because what everyone says in the forefront is probably a lot different than what goes on behind the scenes. But I think, honestly, if I had to really guess, I would say Mike McCarthy does believe in Dak Prescott as if any smart football mind would. I feel like Mike McCarthy does want Dak Prescott to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys moving forward, but at what price? And that's what all this Dak talk comes down to. He's still not signed yet. No Dak deal yet. The Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboys contract situation, I believe, is going to carry on and linger. Though I want to get this done because I feel like the Dallas Cowboys believe in Dak, but at what price? I believe giving you some money, but not that much. Like that's the difference, and that's where we're kind of stuck. When it comes to this Dak contract thing, man. So definitely hold on tight. It's going to be a tight offseason, man. But here we are. Football is officially over for us Cowboys fans. I'm probably going to watch a few games on Saturday and Sunday, but I really could care less. It is what it is. I'm rock chalked up, man. It's basketball season around here. March Madness, man. But it's your boy, J Tuck, man. Go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. Also, turn on the notification bell because it's draft season, it's all season. We are about to drop bangers after bangers after bangers, guest after guest after guest after guest. So CFL gang, you definitely want to stay in tune because we're going to fix this thing. We're going to get it right for 2021 and we're going to fix this thing if I got to do it myself, man. It's your boy J Tuck, hoping everyone has a great Friday. Get back to work, man. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing. Get back to work. Get back to work, man. I appreciate all the support. Peace out.